Welcome to Rustic Rafters. If you're an off-roader, this is one you don't want to miss.
We make our way over to old US 131 Campground, check that out, the town of Manton, and also do a tour of Rustic Rafters Campground. And these trails for your 50-inch or less, or the routes, are absolutely stunning.
It's amazing.
Come along and check this one out.
Just arriving. Rustic Rafters.
Cool, been wanting to come here.
We've been really wanting to check this place out. Finally.
Rustic Rafters.
Here we are.
Cool. All right, so we just stopped right by the office. It says check in here. What the heck does this say? Pop cans only. So we're gonna pop on in. Pop into the office and check it out.
Right. Oh my
All right,
gosh,
so
I'm cold.
The owner's coming to kind of walk with us a little bit, take us over to where we're going. There's a couple of site options, so she's gonna just show them to us is what it is. So the one we have, and then she said, oh, she got another opening or two, and she's gonna let us check them out. Got some hunters over there at the cabins.
Cabins are very nice looking.
Right, so you can see there we are. We're right across from the pavilion, and there's 2 bathrooms in here, 1 men, 1 women.
Very clean.
We didn't stop on the drive, so we had to dash right over to the bathroom. All right, first thing we'll do is pop these quads out. There we go. There, we haven't plugged in or nothing yet. We've been here all about a minute. We'll pull these 2 things out, then level it up, hook it up. All right, Rustic Rafters. After about a half-hour setup, site 19. It's a pull-through site. You can see there, site 20. You pull in from there, come through here. They said they're a full house this weekend, so we do expect them people to be everywhere. Pavilion right across, little park, a couple bathrooms in there. So they have electric and water, but no sewage. So we set up pretty quick.
Pretty easy.
There we go on the inside. Table's up and ready.
Everything set up.
So we got use of our bathroom. The only thing is we'll have to dump before we go. Good morning. That's a beautiful morning out here. Tina's got appointments all day, so I got a full day of just coming up with stuff to do. She's giving me grief about riding on my own, so I can do it close by or make sure I have a way to contact her if something goes wrong, or I could take the truck and go check out some other stuff in the area. But it's a beautiful morning out here. This is Rustic Rafters, right when we're waking up. All right, so site 19. Early in the morning. Tina's busy on her computer all day, so I just kind of wanted to go for a quick stroll, see what this campground looks like. Maybe now is a good time to do that. Just kind of walk around a little. This is straight across from us. This is the pavilion, a little park. All right, so there we are. You can see site 19, so it's 18 through 24 or 25. We had 24 and she held 19 for us to give us better internet and access to the sky should we needed to use a Starlink. So this is that, if you come in, there's a loop that kind of seems a little more on the rustic side maybe, where you back in. We thought maybe we'd end up there. There's the pavilion. So site 11, a bunch of wood for sale, big building there. See site 13 is that wolf pup. Site 12 next to it. These are all your back-in sites. I can see a road right through the woods there. So right behind these sites, there's a dirt road. Get up and go. There's the road you come in on. It is paved all the way in. And here's the road you'd come in on if you hung an immediate left, and there's the sign for Rustic Rafters. We'll stroll over there. Here we are, Rustic Rafters. It's the entranceway. First cabin to your right. If you hang an immediate left, there's that row of back-in campsites over there. You can see the entrance right up the road there. First cabin is through that tree. Here's the second one. No one's at it right now. Third one's got people at it. Straight across from the second and third one's a park. There's a park right up front here, and there's a park towards the back where the pavilion is. The pavilion's more towards the back. This is more where you check in the store. So there's the park. All right, so we're walking into the bathroom. All right, time to shower. So the bathroom, that's attached to a cabin, the bear's den, as you can see. Bathroom for the boys, bathroom for the girls, and 2 showers in the middle. So again, here's the main bath. There's the shower I just took a shower in. Here's the boys' bathroom. I'm gonna stop in here. 2 stalls, one there, one here. All right, just took a shower. Their main bathrooms, the ones that are heated and all that up front. They do have one under the pavilion as well. Coming out to it raining, which isn't a bad thing. Considering we want to ride later, I think this rain's just what we needed. Everybody here that's been here said it's been so dusty that the riding's been pretty bad, and they said that when it's not dusty, these are some of the best trails, the best areas for riding they've been. We haven't been here yet, so basically these are going to be the West Higgins trails and the Missaukee trails. If we go north about 10 miles, we would get to CCC Bridge Campground. If we go west 20 to 25 miles, we'll get to Old 131 Campground. So we're excited to get out and check this area out. There's site 3. And then again, you got the 3 cabins that are kind of like in a little half U with a lot of parking behind them. And if you're going into sites 18 through 25, you hang this right, and then you pull through those. And right across from it's the pavilion. Okay, that's site 23 with the tent. You can see going down, but right straight across from it, the dumpster and the potable water dump station. There's your potable water, non-potable water, and the dump station thing down in this little cubby there. So I'm gonna run over to Morristown. I already taken a shower, walked the campground, all that kind of stuff. So let's go check out Morristown, which is only 1.5 miles from this campground. See what it has. All right, I ended up right through Morristown with just a couple of buildings, and ended up deciding to drive over to Manton. So I'm in Manton now, just pulling in. They're doing some work here, and this is the little town of Manton. Okay, so we're pulling into Old 131 Campground. Old 131 State Forest Campground. Let's go take a look around. Old US 131 State Campground. Entrance here. You'll go in, you go to the right, sites 1 to 19, drive-in sites, some big, some small, not too bad. Then to the left is your walk-in, or maybe even river sites. So it looks like it's got some through hiking. You can stop in off the river, or you can just park your car and hike your stuff on up. Let's go check this place out. Well, first thing we come to is a dumpster. Well, sites 1 to 19 to the right, hiking sites 20 to 25 to the left. So that's to the left, and we're gonna go to the right. So it looks like it's a one-way loop. So once you make that turn, you go to the right. I do see a camper back there. Site number 1. Ooh, that's little. You can see that, site number 1. Site number 2, straight across from it. Okay, there's the 2 vault toilets here. Pretty typical, nice. They're clean. This gives you an idea of the campground. Site number 8. So just coming around the loop, you've got a lot of down leaves. There's the registration. So you got your registration board, your water, the site right there. This turn here, very doable, but it's a little tight. Site 16 right there, 15 right there. Seem to be pretty good sites. All right, so when you come into the Oh, the US 131 State Forest Campground. You go to the right, sites 1 to 19. Those are drive-in sites. Then it says go to the left for some hiking sites where you got to hike into your site. So that's what you'll see here, just flipping you around. We're at the hiking part now. Wow, pretty nice. So you got the river here. They're working on it, and that is going to be gorgeous. Then you can see, you kind of just come up. You got site 24, some water, site 23, 22. See the truck up there? We came down from up here. So you got a site there and there. And you got a couple bathrooms up there. What's neat about it is it looks like not just for the hikers. I'm going to have to assume people coming by on the river pull up in here and stay. And boy, look at the steps and stuff. When they get done with this, wow, that is, look at it, it's gorgeous. So it's under construction. I'm behind the yellow tape, but that step down to the rocks and the boulders, absolutely beautiful. So it looks like you have access to this from the river as well. Wow. So one of the questions I have from 131 State Forest Campground is you can ride from it, but you have to go way around because the trails are actually the way the river is. So I came out, just hung a quick right. You're gonna see kind of this, but then if you look, yes, you can ride, and there's that little bridge. So this would take you down for a ways, and then you can hit the trail system, I'm assuming, from there. That bridge is probably pretty cool. All right, got a little look around. Time to go get some food, maybe get back to the campsite. So here we go, entering the town of Manton. I'm gonna get gas and see if there's a good carryout spot in here to bring some food back to camp. In Manton, I'm gonna stop in the Cedar Creek Cafe, see if I can do a carryout. All right, so just got some takeout from Cedar Creek Cafe. See some of the stuff there. Now it's time to head back to the site, get Tina her cinnamon bun and chicken sandwich. Okay, entering Moorestown. There's the Moorestown Church. Norwich Township Hall. Kind of just checking out town just a little there. And there you go. We're seeing it. Grocery, meats, gas station, Whipple's Pro Hardware. I believe they have some food and stuff there too. That's about 1.5 miles from the campground. Pulling back into the campground with lunch/dinner. All right, Tina's tied up with appointments. I went out and got us some grilled chicken clubs and fries and cinnamon buns. She's sipping on a little coffee. It's lunch/dinner time.
Let's go for an after dinner ride.
Heck yeah, let's go check out these trails. Riding out for our first ride. There's some of the cabins. It's a Friday night. Pretty lively place. Everybody's been great. Awesome stay so far. Getting a little bit of color change already. We're just working our way to the trailhead. North Missaukee and MCCCT ORV Snowmobile Trailhead. And there's the trailhead. Here's the parking lot for it. There's the Dusty Bean. Got an outhouse, bulletin board. That's nice. Actually, it's pretty nice. Colors changing. It's raining leaves. It's always cool when it does that. Well, we just made our way onto the 50s. Kind of a roundabout way of getting here. They're a little tight, so I'm just getting acclimated. Colors changing kind of nice. Can't see that good yet. Can't see as far as making sure no one's coming flying at us or anything. Vegetation thick. Man, it's pretty. Wow. There's a nice trail system. Wow, the colors are nice. Hey, there's a sign. ATVs and dirt bikes. We saw that sign when we were going down a route. Head on in. Man, this is one heck of a trail. This will be a fun one on a dirt bike. Wow. Nice drop-offs. Holy cow. I have not been on a stretch of trail like this in a while. This is nice. There's spots in Indian River that are like this, colorful, a little hilly. This really reminds me of that. Kalkaska has some of this, which we're not really far from, so it makes sense. You know, where you get your little bit of challenge, but you get your beautiful color and nice trails. Those two spots are the first thing that come to mind with this, but this is almost unique in itself. This stretch of trails, I gotta mark it, it's one of the best I've been on.
We're at the Higgins trail system in Michigan, and it's unbelievable. It's beautiful here. These trails are some of the best I think we've rode. And it's raining a little bit, so there's no dust.
Just came from there. Going there. It is beautiful. This is stunning.
Awesome ride.
Wow. Look at that. I am just blown away.
Pretty.
This is beautiful. It's raining, so I'll wipe in the lens, but you can even see the roads and stuff way down there, and we're on top of the trees. Oh man. It has been one heck of a ride. Still raining a little, colors aren't too bad. Trails have been awesome. It's getting late. Nice in here. If you're in a canvas of yellow or something like that, that's nice. All right, riding back to the campground, stumbled on this. There is tracks and trails and everything everywhere in here. So we just kind of figured we'd film it real quick. Hope I catch this. It's been raining, and now the sun's coming from the west. The sky looks so awesome out that way. Wow. There's side by side out here. Good spot to see the sunset. The sun's coming out. We're in a nice scenic spot. Wow. Got a nice downhill. Sun's coming back out. Just rained for a couple hours. It's a good time to be riding. No dust. Sun's coming back out. The colors are starting to show. Heading back towards camp. And we're back in. Beautiful section of trails out that way. Absolutely stunning. First night of riding back to Rustic Rafters. That was outstanding. Absolutely outstanding trails on that run. We caught this great spot. Watching the Tigers game, winding down for the night. It's a little cold out. We came back wet. So this was it for the night. Good morning. Got our breakfast cooking. Clothes dried from the ride yesterday where it rained. We're mapping out where we're going to go today. I want to say these trails, the West Higgins trails that we hit yesterday, would have made our top list had we had rode them prior to me doing the video on that. So some excellent hills and scenery. Hopefully we can get back there. Probably not today, but maybe tomorrow. Today we want to go towards the Missaukee trails and check those out.
Well, it's Saturday morning and we're ready to hit the trails. We took a little preview last night for a couple of hours of what they're like here. We can't wait to get on them. We don't usually get out this early, but we're ready to go today.
Saturday morning, heading out of the campground. We're gonna go get gas first, and then we're gonna hit the trails. So let's go get gas and catch back up with you. All right, this is the Whipple's Pro Hardware Grocery Meats, little restaurant in there. We're gonna go in.
Grocery store.
Yep, this is pretty much what's in this town, Moorestown. So you can tell it's people trying to get gas. There's a little bit of a wait and stuff because it's the only place for a long ways. We're gonna go take a look at their shirts, see what they got. Let's go take a look. So this is the inside of it. Kind of like a little grocery store up front, and then a tiny, tiny little place to get food in the back. You can see some people sitting there. Here's the shirts. We're gonna take a look at them.
Well, this is the smallest town I think we've been in, Morristown, Michigan. They didn't have any youth smalls, but we got our t-shirts for the kids. Let's go.
Go check out.
Grabbing some t-shirts for the kids. And some cherry turnovers. Oh, sure. This place is cool. There's even a place back there where they restring guitars. They have like a little bit of everything.
There's the trailhead, North Missaukee and MCC Peak. Pretty interesting. A few people here today, not many for a Saturday. Nice colors today. Trails are here are some of the smoother routes that I've been on in a long time. Alright, so we're riding on this route. 50 just intersected. It goes that way. This way. We're going to go in that way. Check this out. Always fun to enter a 50 off of a route. The route was smooth. It's hard to get off it when it's just that nice. Now look at this. They put these posts in. Must have a problem. That trail was tight, so I'm surprised. What is this the way I gotta go? Here's a neat little intersection. So there's the route. You can see the sign that has all vehicles, ATVs, side-by-sides, dirt bikes. In here, you got your ATV and dirt bike. But it's pretty wide, so first glance, I wasn't sure which way to go. It's pretty nice and wide open right here. Real sandy, pretty smooth trail. It's sandy. Got a lot of rain yesterday, so hopefully the dust is down for a bit. Look at the colors though, wow. Blue jay up there flying around. Wonder if you could hear that over this engine. Just a long gradual hill. Pretty nice. It's a little hilly, very scenic. So far this Missaukee trail is stunning as well. The far west part of the West Higgins and these Missaukee trails have been excellent. Nice, pretty, hilly section, colorful, pretty smooth trails. I'd say there's a whoop here and there, but it's some of the smoothest trails I've been on in a long time. Yeah, we got a nice little hill here. Hills make it fun, there's no question about it. Kind of keep your eye out, just make sure no one's coming at you if you can't see real good, but the hills and the beautiful colors just make this trail so much fun. Wow. And there's your 50-inch or less sign, and it's telling you stay to the right. Alright, well we will stay to the right. Ooh. Oh ho ho. Wow, there's your sign again. Oh, I love it. Wow. It's a little bit muddy and slippery. And you got the leaves down, make it a little bit more, but and this is nice. So if you're into something even wider than 50, you're struggling a bit. These trees are just over 50, and you're turning a lot in them. Wow, that was nice. Wow, look at this. This is a 50-inch or less. This is wide open. Wide open field. Not freshly cut or nothing. Relatively smooth trails here. Smoothest I've been on in a long time. That's the 50s and the routes. Just very nicely done. Wow, look at this spot. Kind of going downhill. Okay, these trails, as far as the rideability of them, would be up there on the list. Definitely be in the top 5. For sure it's the state of Michigan that we've done anyway. Absolutely. Maybe top 3. It's right up there with, you can argue that it's up there with the best so far.
Well, we decided to stop at a really we're on beautiful trails today. We decided to stop and eat some cherry turnovers that we got at a gas station in Mooreshead. They're delicious.
Beautiful, just beautiful trail. Look at this stretch of trail. So from that trailhead, the closest 50-inch or less you can get to West Higgins and to Missaukee are just fantastic. For a second, just look at this section of trail there, and right through those 2 trees, which is tight, there's a dirt biker's coming our way. I'm waving to him, so hopefully he sees this spot. I was just stopping to show this spot. It was kind of tricky, and then a group of, I don't know, man, 15 or 20 came past. So it was good that we saw them when we did. We had a nice little spot us two could pull over, let them all pass. Right past, you know, kind of a tight spot of the trail, up a hill for us, down for them. This would have been a little trickier of a beat, so it's kind of fun right here, but this is a little rough. but kind of fun to hit every once in a while. And take a look at that. Wow, I'm gonna start going down it, but wow, this is nice and hilly. I don't know if this camera will pick it up. Not a huge hill, but it's good size and it's steep. Well, we'll cut through here. I don't have to worry about going over that thing. Wow, what an awesome set of trails. A little bit technical, hilly. Some spots are nice and wide open. It's always something different. Gotta love that. And we just went down a hill, up a hill, down, right to another. All right, for you off-roaders out there, this is a must of a riding area. Man, these might be the best sliver of 50-inch or less, and I wouldn't say sliver, expansive, that we've been on in the state. And we've heard the least about. It is phenomenal riding. For that hilly section, it widens out a little, smooth. When can you get on a 50-inch or less and just cruise like that, so smooth? That is so nice. Oh, again. Come on. I mean, this hill's crazy. Wow. Unbelievable. We're this far in and it just hasn't stopped. That little flat section I was on wasn't but 3 to 5 minutes ago. We had a nice little run there. Look at the drop off right to the right. Wow. And we're still at this hill. It's huge. We've been going up for a long way. Steep and not so steep, but up. Back to steep again. Wow. Whoa. Yeah. Wow, we're going to go down that huge hill again. I can't believe it. This is amazing. Here we go. Here we go. Not as steep as some of the others, but definitely good size. We can tell we're going to go down for a ways. The hill we came up on, this one was pretty big. This has got to be one of the most constant change of elevation and scenery, 50-inch or less in Michigan, that we've been on. This sign, I've never seen one of these before where it's a 50-inch or less, but it says no to cars and Jeeps, but yes to ATVs and dirt bikes. But if you look at this trail, it's barely wide enough for a 50-inch or less, so you know, can't imagine a car or a side-by-side even attempting unless it's a small side-by-side, but no car is going to fit down this. So that's the first time I've ever seen that sign. It's our next section. Unbelievable. Another nice little yellow section.
Hey, we found a sign for a campground. Might have to check that out.
Just in the middle of the trails. There's your little trail sign. What do we have here? Oh boy. Okay, dirt bike. Notice motorcycles only. Didn't catch that at first, so cool. So it splits right off. So we're right here. We're cruising along. You can see VV Mapping's got the motorcycle there, us to the left. I don't know if I can catch this right, but this has been the majority of the day. Just beautiful hills. The trails are a little tight. You're not used to that. Like, look at this. You're at a 50-inch, and I mean, you got just a few inches to spare for a little drop off, which, you know, as long as you're on a machine that fits, everything's been very doable. There's something you don't see often. We're stopped at sign 11, and there's a sheriff sitting right there behind Tina. So, not bothering nobody, probably just making sure everything's okay. Well, we're back on the road. Another break spot just came from that way. Then you can see there's the route. Look how nice and smooth it is. And that's where we're going. Back onto the 50s, or staying on the 50s up that way. And then that's the other way to the route. Nothing wrong with some nice smooth routes either. pretty cool spot. I'll stop back into Morristown again just to get gas. We had a great day out there and thought, let's fill them up just in case we want to get back out again. We don't have to worry about it.
It was a great day of riding. Might have to just see what else we can find.
They got wreck gas here too, so can't beat that. All right, second day of riding, back into Rustic Rafters. Excellent day out there today. Beautiful. Well, just got done going on a good ride. Now we're gonna go grab a little bit of firewood.
May as well have a fire.
Cook something, camper, get a little fire going. Enjoy the night.
Yeah. Have some firewood for tonight.
They have wagons here so you can walk it back to your site. Well, decided to come back to the camper, make ourselves a pizza.
A little cauliflower crust pizza.
Watch some college football.
Get ready to have a campfire. We had to eat something.
Well, we're getting a fire going early tonight. It's kind of nice. Still nice and bright out. Figure a fire will be good and hot for us for a while.
Yeah, it's nice right now, but it's going to cool off a little, so get some heat going. No bugs. Good morning. Having a little breakfast burrito. Some kombucha and coffee this morning.
Well, it's time to go this morning, and we're getting pretty well packed up. Well, we just got a delayed checkout. We can check out a little later. We're going riding.
Nobody had the campsite for tonight, so the trails are awesome. We have to go for
Yes, these trails have been great, as you've already seen. But now we're getting ready to go home, and they said, I'll stay a few more hours, and we're right by the trails. We're going to go check some out we haven't seen yet. Maybe get some good drone footage and stuff, too. Hey, third day of ride. This is Sunday. We're pulling out of Rustic Rafters, going to hit some Missaukee trails. I think it's West Missaukee or Northwest Higgins trails. We're going to hit Northwest Higgins trails. We hit some the other night. They were stunning. We're going to go a different way today. Check them out. North Missaukee, an MCCT trailhead, ORV and snowmobile. So we're starting out. These routes out of here were pretty good. We're going to the Northwest Higgins trails today. Jumped off the route onto the 50.
This is the spot.
So this is on the Northwest Higgins trail, and it's a stunning scenic spot. So that when you come out of the West Higgins trailhead, which is the one over, you know, by Higgins and Houghton Lake, there's a loop that comes out of there. This is past that. This is not in the initial loop. So this is in those outer West Higgins trails, or maybe they're called Northwest Higgins trails. There's kind of another loop out here, and this is on the southern portion of it. Absolutely a stunning spot. One of the prettier sights that I've seen, if I can even just show it from here. One of the nicer, prettier scenic spots. Kind of has that Rose City overlook feel.
Wow.
Stunning. Okay, we're at sign number 3, and you can see you can go straight and stay on the trail that way, or you can go this way, which is going to take us to sign number 7. If we go back the way we came, sign number 2, down that way, which is, I believe, straight south-ish, is going to be sign number 4. So we're going to go towards sign number 7. So imagine if you look this up, this is on the internet somewhere, and from here west for about 25 miles of 50-inch or less, they're spectacular. So look at that. Going through this little pine forest, you got some nice colorful little trees up there. This is really neat. Well, here we go here. Someone's
another grave down there. That's why I stopped.
someone's memorial. Beautiful spot. Nice lookout right here. So here's the scenery. You can tell the trail. We're going down a nice hill, and I see a trail down there. I wonder if that's going to be us. If it is, that's going to be so cool. Beautiful fall day. 65 degrees and sunny. Been raining the last few days, so there's no dust. Leaves are turning. Stunning off-road area here. This has been a big hill. We're going down on it. Look how neat this is. I mean, that sides of this in some spot got to be 4 feet. And it's still just wider than 50 inches. Would have been a fun one to go up. Funny thing is, look at this coming down. You know, you get some really tight spots in between the trees. That was one heck of a big hill. So fun to go up, but you're not going to really go flying. Dirt bike maybe. You got the deep sand right here. Dirt bikes can make light work of this going a little quicker than the quad can. These curves where the trees hang over, you got a big box on the back. Be careful you don't hit it. Oh, that was cool. This is cool. Head back to camp. We're all packed up there. We'll load these up. That's a wrap. And back from our final ride of this trip to the campground. Well, just used the dumping station, stopped in and washed up and used the bathroom. It was a near-death experience. And now she's just gonna undo the battery because the car does run the refrigerator and we got a bunch of food in it. We're not sure if you're supposed to leave that hooked up or not.
I don't know what the heck we're doing.
Great trip. This area's trails competes with the best. Had we been here, we could have included this with our 10 best. Easy. It'd have been in there.
Till next time, Rustic Rafters.